And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park Lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
Yeah, you can break it down, Eric. Go ahead.
Right off the top. If I can,
And now, another Giant Sports Talk Live Super Chat.
Look at that right off the top. Ibrahim, thank you, sir, for the $10. Says, appreciate you guys. This team is a tough cover right now, and you guys always show up. I'm in rant mode. I got a feeling, Glenn, there's just going to be a lot of people in
I'm not
rant.
going to rant tonight. I'm going to let you might even want to break. He hasn't been on the show for a while. Do you want to come on and rant? You
Yeah,
guys-
hey, I'll put up the link.
I'd rather let the people rant because
Hey,
I'm going to
hey.
get worked up if I do.
Ibrahim, if you want me to throw out the link, I'll throw out the link. Just let me know. Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. Giants lose the first game versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. They've lost 4 in a row. It's not looking good, guys. Not looking good. Sucks, man. Anyways, what are you gonna do? Tom B, what's up? He's in here. He says, Eric and Glenn, y'all should get some winning attitude people modding your channel, not losers that pump negativity into the fan base. I get what you're saying. Look, I tell you what. We keep it a pretty open forum in here, Ta. And by the way, I haven't seen you in here before, but welcome to the fraternity we call Giant Sports Talk Live. I want people to be able to voice their opinion, right? It could be negative, it could be positive, right? So I don't, as long as you guys ain't being freaking, respect each other to an extent, right? But if you want to have a debate, go for it. I'm all for that. So
There was a lot of that in the hot corner last night. The three amigos couldn't keep track. I said, let them fight amongst themselves. I'm like, Lou's like, are they yelling at you, Glenn? I'm like, no, I think he's yelling at Alive Insurance, and Alive Insurance is yelling at Shardo. It was all hell breaking loose, and Eric, rightly so. What have I called this team since day one?
yeah, you've said it. We're going to be 500. They're
what are they now?
one game away from 500. You know what? I tell you, my expectations weren't all that high for today's game. For the simple fact, you got a brand new kid making his MLB debut, and I was like, all right, if he goes out there and he does well, okay, good on him, right? And we could talk about his start here. We'll get into it. Exactly, Ta B, 100%. We're all pissed off as a fan base. We demand better, right? And look,
Unbelievable.
do I even want to go here yet? I'm not going to go there yet. Anyways, I'll eventually get there. But, the expectations were high, even though it's the Pittsburgh Pirates. Again, it's a brand new kid, never pitched an MLB game. He wound up going 5 innings, I was surprised. I was surprised he was able to go 5 innings. I was predicting 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
And giving up like 3 earned runs. Well, today he went 5, gave up 4 earned. He walked the free passes got to him. The 2 free passes he gave up wind up scoring, but he wound up settling in and was able to finish the game, at least 5 innings, I should say. So
Both pitchers did. After about 3 innings, I thought, holy crap, I was going to email you from the ballpark. I thought it was going to be a 14-12 game again. One I haven't seen for a while.
And Glenn, and what's so frustrating with the team, they came out looking good, man. They got Mitch Keller out of there quick.
Yeah.
Post-haste. Got Mitch Keller out of there. Great at bats. You got 4 runs on the board. I'm like, okay, you're backing this kid up. But once they got to those 4 runs, man, they just could not add on. And, man, you want to talk about frustrating. Jeez, a moly, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. You know what? The pitching there from Pittsburgh was kind of rough, like you mentioned out of the gate. Then then it seemed like they were settling down. And then Bailey got plunked on the big toe, and they were walking guys. And I thought this is going to be an ugly game. And they kind of settled down, but it seems like every game, Eric. No matter what the Giants do, that is all well and good. They're just beaten by, it looks like, better teams that they got a little more than us.
Oh, I don't know what it is. And it's
get the hitting, and then we get the pitching, like you said, and we get the pitching, we don't get the hitting. And I think it's just it shows that there are too many gaps, too many holes in the armor here. We gotta plug this dam up, Eric. It's gonna blow.
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, right? Let's get straight to this guy.
Yeah, it's gotta go.
Yes, it's gotta go. He is doing absolutely nothing. Nothing. I've seen enough. I mean, I think he's going on a stretch. How many hits does he even have in the last damn month? He came out of the gate strong, and then as the season progressed, he has just faded away. Right field is an absolute zero. It's an abyss. Second base, now Wisely had a decent game today, so I'm not going to pick on him. But second base, on we'll just say the consistency of it isn't there. First base, hey, by the way, how about Devers at first base today? Looked pretty good. Devers looked pretty good today at first base.
All right, nothing.
Yeah, he made a pretty damn. Did you see that play that he made, diving for the guy, trying to tag him out because it was a bad throw? That was pretty good. So, I'll give Devers props. He drew 2 walks today, hit the ball hard, but again, into the defense. And what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? The part that frustrates me is the consistent pop-ups or a strikeout, or it's just, oh, dude. And I hate to say this, Glenn, your boy Flores, he let me down today, man. He had a couple of instances where he could have gotten a key hit, and he just unfortunately couldn't get it done. Now,
your boy Patrick Bailey didn't do me no warm and fuzzies either.
That ain't my boy. That ain't my boy.
And I got to ask you, I threw you a bone last night. A lot of guys were asking about you on the hot corner. Where's Eric? I mean, Chardall. I had to shut down. I think it was Dan. I said, hey, Dan, stop. I'm like, if you ask me where Eric is again, he must ask 26 times in a minute and 3 seconds. I went, that's it.
No, it's all good, dude. Calm down.
Zip it. Close it. Eric's okay. They were Chardall was very concerned, Eric.
Good Lord.
Will he ever be back?
Spending time with the family, man. Is that okay? Is that okay with you, Chardall?
Can't have a show without Eric here on a Sunday night. But anyway, I threw you a bone because you had always said, Eric, you even got me in. You roped me in, like this. Or I'm on stage doing karaoke, you get the big hook, and you pulled me off stage because I said we need more hitting. You go, we got to win with pitching and defense. And I got to tell you, Eric, the pitching I'm not seeing. I'm not even seeing the defense right now. Bailey, you tell me again that Bailey is such a solid catcher, any of you guys, I got to start questioning it. He just doesn't seem to, he's so lethargic. Like balls that he should catch, they're going by him. And he sure as hell. You watch him hitting, Eric. I have gotten down. Now, I've seen several games in a row, the Mets series over at Oracle, seeing them live. You watch the approach. Bailey isn't swinging. Bailey's trying to he's just hoping to make some contact and get the bat on the ball, Eric.
It's tough.
And it's just ugly baseball. And I just don't see. Somebody asked me today about, we got to trade Jung-Hoo Lee. I still say that Jung-Hoo Lee, I want Jung-Hoo Lee in the leadoff position, Eric. When you get guys on, he may not steal bases. They said he's not stealing any bases. I go, you name me another player on this team who gets from first to third on a base hit any quicker.
Stole a base today.
Well, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No. I'm not.
He's not consistently out there swiping bags, but he can get from first to third.
He could.
I just think he is I'll never. When this season is over with, Eric, one game, one night, I just want to go through what I think, and then we just want to lock it away. We'll bury it, open the casket, and put it away once and for all. Because, Eric, I do not understand why you got the meat of your order leading off.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I thought they were going to leave Lee at the leadoff, and I don't understand where that was coming from. I don't.
Are you ever going to agree with me on that? Because you've got the guys.
No, I agree. I think
the guys who should be getting on, setting the table are batting like third, fourth, or fifth. Lee was batting sixth, seventh. But then you've got the guys who should be setting the table are the guys responsible to drive in the guys who should be getting them in. This is a flawed lineup, a flawed roster.
You know what? You can only
alive, Eric.
Let's do this real quick. Mark donates $5. That's good thing I set up to 130 to watch the Mets blow a 4-run lead against the Padres, right? Then tie it in the ninth and choke it away in the bottom of the inning. Yeah, that's Mark. That sucks, man. Because I wanted the Mets to beat the Padres. So what the hell's going on? What are you doing, Mets? You sweep us and now you can't beat the Padres? Get out of here, man. Oh, dude, this is a great comment. On the fence, Posey. Best way to sum it up. Chapman is a kid who sniffs glue, and Yaz is a kid who eats glue. That's fantastic. That's one of the best damn freaking comments I've seen in a while. Thank you. I needed that one. Oh,
David Hughes says, I look defeated. You know what? I really shouldn't, because I've been calling this, Eric. I have said right from the get-go, and the guys got kind of, I kind of pissed a lot of people off at the time. Where are those people now? I said this is a 500 ball club, and they you don't know what you're talking. 500 team, we're 13 games over. What are you talking about? It's not a 5. Eric, we're one game over. Tomorrow at this time, we do the show.
We may be 500.
Hotel.
We may be 500.
Wi-Fi. We could have a 5. I hope to be with you every night, because they're going to be later starts over there in Chicago for me, and shouldn't have any problem.
Right, exactly. The trade deadline show may not even happen. Oh my God. Anyways,
yes, a little later, but I don't know what dude. I am
talk about that.
Such a mess. I don't know. I could not do a segment now. Do they buy? Do they sell? Are there too many pieces they got to get? Can they get enough pieces that are quality to help? I don't know what. And you know what I said to you in the green room, and you can take this and give me your thoughts. But we talked earlier before the show started. That's why we were a little late getting on. And I came back from the park. I was like burning up. I said, Eric, well, I get ready and get my makeup. I had to head into makeup for a few minutes, right? They don't realize this is professional production we got going here. So I headed over to makeup, and I said, Eric, if you put a rookie pitcher in tonight who's supposed to be, up and comer, maybe teams are interested. If he goes in there, lights out, then are we all on board saying, oh, he's our savior. There's our number 3, la-di-da. And then one start does not make a career and it goes downhill. Or does he come in tonight and does he give up 5 runs, which was almost possible, 5 runs in an inning, and gets out of there early, and then teams are like, I'll give you a 10th round pick for that guy.
Right.
That was an awkward position for him and the organization to have that rookie pitch a couple of days out from trade deadline. I thought it could not go well either way. And I thought he was adequate at best. What say you?
Yeah, adequate. It's a first game as a young pitcher, so I'm not going to be too hard on the kid, right? He went 5, gave up 4. Look, the thing that I'm disappointed in, I think the Giants just left runs on the table. That's the problem. MFG says we take too many strikes. Man, we're looking at all these damn super chats are flying in. Rob Hyman, hey now, don't dream it's over.
You know what he's doing there? I know what he's doing.
Got to be a song.
Huh?
Got to be a song, right?
Hey now, don't dream it's
okay. We're going back. Okay. Gotcha.
There is freedom within. Now.
Thank you, Rob.
You know what? If you don't think it's over by now, I think you are dreaming.
Kershaw Fishing, what's up? Says SF is building. We now have a bat. Need 1 bat and 2 starting pitchers. All right. Well, you know what? I tell you what. Before we get into that, what's up, Isabel? Let's do the.
I think Kresha is right, though. We are building.
Yeah.
I think this.
I think there is building.
I think the start misled everybody. This big 8-1 or 9 whatever it was, 8-1 start. I said false expectations. This is a building team. This is not our year, but of course you start 8-1. Oh my God, they were planning to buy. They were putting quarters. Put all your loose change in the bins. We'll have enough money to buy all the World Series merch.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's do some housekeeping. Let's do this.
Now, today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
And there's the final. Pittsburgh 6, San Francisco Giants 5. They made it interesting in the 9th inning. Just wasn't enough. Pittsburgh scores 6 runs on 9 hits. San Francisco 5 runs on 11 hits. They out-hit the Pirates, but did not outscore them. Ramirez with the win. Seymour with the loss. Bednar with the save. The only good thing, we'll say this, the only good thing that came out of this is we got to their bullpen. So now they got to go these next 2 games with a depleted bullpen, so to speak. So take that as a win, I guess. Here's the lineup. Again, a lot of hits, a lot of zeros too. Ramos had 2 hits today. That was nice to see. He also scored 2 runs, did not strike out. Devers is 0-4, but he did draw 2 walks. Adames, big game. Adames has been hot. Look, we cannot disparage Adames anymore. Look, we were hard on him in the very beginning because he just wasn't doing nothing for about 3 months. These last couple of months, though, man, he has been on fire. I should say the first 2 months and then the last 2 months have been pretty good. So good on Willie Adames. He is coming through. Chapman had a nice hit. I like how he went the opposite way. Unfortunately, he failed during other times when they needed that key hit. Lee had a hit today and 2 walks. He got on base 3 times, had a stolen base. Again, he had a bat where he struck out where if he just put the bat on the ball, maybe they could have scored a run. Flores was 1 for 5. Again, he kept the rally alive in the 9th inning. Matos was a pinch runner. Yastrzemski 0-4. Didn't do a damn thing. Bailey had 2 hits. So good on him. At least he got a couple of hits, but unfortunately in the 9th, grounded to the second baseman for the final out. And Wisely had a big double.
But I brought it up on the Hot Corner on the Sunday night show. You were absent from it last night and a night off, well-deserved. But I had mentioned, Eric, that a guy like Bailey can have a 4 for 5 night once in a while. That, that squirrel, the blind squirrel that finds the nut. He can have a walk-off inside the park. But, I mean, if you're resting your hopes on winning with Bailey behind the plate and in the batter's box,
I hear you.
Dude, that is, you are misinformed if you think.
No, I 100%
people are telling you he's going to lead you to the promised land.
Look, you could deal with a weak bat of Bailey as long as your right fielder, your second baseman, and your first baseman, when it's not Devers, is getting stuff done. It's tough, man. There's a lot of holes, and this is something that we can allude to here in a little bit here where we talk about the
defensive hype is wearing thin on me, Eric.
Yeah, I hear you.
That was the excuse. That was what was floating around the chat every night. Oh, well, he can frame pitches, and he can block the ball. He can throw guys. He's not throwing guys out at the same proficiency. He's having a hell of a time. And dude, you know what? I've caught this a few times at the ballpark. You're down getting a hot dog, and you can hear the play-by-play on radio or television. Usually it's television, ironically. And you know what this statement is? I'm hearing a lot. And you would know, you take a look at the stats more than I do here on the show. I just listen. Do you realize that Bailey, those balls that are getting by him, they're charging wild pitches. And I think that's the wrong
pass
call.
Balls. A lot of them need to be pass balls.
That's when I see it in person, that's what I'm seeing. Dude, he's turning the glove. It's almost like he is
he's trying to backhand it when he needs to go to the 4. He needs to bring the glove like this, right? Bring the glove like this and not try to do this. Not try to do this, but do this. I'm trying to get in my camera. It doesn't look right.
You know what I'm looking for? His technique, he's
framing.
But no, it's blocking.
It's technique. Yeah. He doesn't. He's not good.
Messed up. He's not that good defensively, Eric.
When balls are in the dirt, he has a difficult time. When the balls are off to the left, when he has to go lateral, right, either to his left or his right, it's pitiful.
Yeah. So quickly Before you get
That
to
whole one meeting, yeah.
quickly, in a nutshell, if he can't hit and what does he
I've said
what does
that.
he bring to the table?
Right. That's what I've said all along. If you're not going to be quote unquote impeccable behind the plate, well then you can live with a weak bat.
And it's not just him, but you look at every night, Eric, every freaking night. There are 4. Scroll up again quickly. I know you want to get to the
Which
pitching,
one?
but man, this
it's
is
all good.
really
Where are we
hurting.
going?
Look up, way up, and let's take a look at the batters. There we go. So look at that, Eric. Wise, let's go. I did it last night in the hot corner. Went from worst to first up the list. Wisely, Bailey, Yaz, you had Matos come in batting his paltry 186. Flores, dude.
Bottom of the lineup isn't getting shit done. Period.
There are holes. So you see a guy like Devers getting hits, Adamas, Chapman had a big 2 home run day yesterday. Ramos 2 for 5 tonight. But dude, you can't win with half performance.
Right. Exactly.
This is half a team. You're throwing half a team out and saying,
and they got
half a team's better than all you got. Well, it's not working, buddy.
Well, and we'll talk about it here. Let's get through the pitching and we'll talk more about this.
And
there it is. Whisenhunt with his debut, 5 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 4 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Seymour, that was the backbreaker. Gave up 4 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. That's what happens when you got back-to-back young pitchers. You're asking for a disaster. And then Doval came in, and Doval looked good today. So good on him. Doval looked good, even though it didn't really matter. But it allowed the Giants to try to get into the 9th and do something. I guess we could say that, right? All right, let's talk about this now.
Where do you want to start, Eric?
Trade deadline. Fast.
There are guys out there that don't get any love. I was looking over the fantasy rosters today, Eric, and that's where I get a good judge on. I talked to Dan about this off air. I said, you can look at a fantasy roster and see guys who are your home run hitters who'll get you a bunch of points, and then they go south. They're sour for 3 or 4 or 5 games, and then they had a big 10, 11-point game. It's those guys who get you 6 or 7, 5, 6, 7, 8 more every night. Little guys. Just a guy pops, 3 for 4, 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs, and it all adds up. There are guys out there. I never hear their name. It'd be a great catcher. I like Victor Caratini.
Oh, Caratini.
I like him.
Well, did you hear the Giants picked up a catcher today? The former first, what was that? The big draft pick that the Dodgers picked in 2018. What's his name? Cartaya, something like that. So they picked up another catcher. How about that? Again, that tells you something.
They picked up a player drafted in 2018 that nobody wanted.
Yeah, that's failed. Yeah, exactly. So, all right, here we go. I got Alive Insurance. He's already in here. What's up, Alive? He says sell at the trade line. Diego Cartaya. Thank you, Santiago. Who do you sell then, Alive? I want to hear what you guys have to say, and then I'll give I shout opine.
Oh, how the tune is changing night by night here at Giant Sports Talk Live, Eric. I'm telling you.
Where you going? Idiots. Get back in there at once and sell.
A week ago, it was all, we got to trade. We got to get this guy, and we're going to go get a pitcher. We're going all the way. And oh my God.
So who do we sell? I want to hear this. I just want to hear what people have to say. I know a lot of people are talking about trading. Hypeflix says trade Rogers, Doval, Yaz, and Flores. Okay.
The only problem I have with that, Eric, and you can let's you know what? Let's give them their credit. Can you bring that one up again?
Which one?
I think you would debate the guys. Who do they want to see traded? Yaz, Doval,
Rogers, Doval, Yaz, Flores.
So why would you, and I can listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. A lot of guys are throwing pitchers' names out there. Trade this pitcher. Now we got Rogers in the mix. So you want to trade pitching when you know you got to go out and find pitching. I don't get it.
Right. I understand.
That
Here we go. D-Shot says Ray. I'm not on selling Ray. I know a lot of people are. Because what are you doing when you're trading Ray? Who's going to be in your rotation next year? Because you're not punting for just 2025.
Oh, wait a second.
You're punting on 2026 and beyond, because who else do you go get as your starting rotation next year if you trade Ray?
If you can trade Ray at the deadline, it means you've given up. You can't be. There's no getting on the fence on this one, Eric.
But I don't think Posey does that. I don't think Posey does that. I don't think Posey goes to that extreme. I can see him trading.
There's no being on the fence. If he gets traded, you're out. He's waving the white flag. He's come out of that foxhole. He goes, I give up. This year. We're out. But if he keeps him, you say he's in the race. You're looking toward next year. I'm not worried about that at that point, Eric. I'm not worried about
here's
it.
A question.
Listen, just because Ray has a good year this year, if somebody comes to the table and wants Ray and they're all in it to win it this year and they want Ray bad enough, look what you're going to land. I'll worry about adding another pitcher in the offseason, dude.
You don't know that. That's not a guarantee, though.
I want to see what they're offering first.
See, here's the problem, because it's guaranteed you have Ray next year, right? And that's the thing. There's a lot of ambiguity if you do that. Now, here's a question. Normie says, shop Doval, Ramos, and Ray. How about this? Did you hear the news of what came out of Cleveland today? Emmanuel Clase. What happened to Emmanuel Clase today?
Yeah, he's out till the 31st, eh?
Maybe longer, right? Maybe longer.
Those things.
If they find that he has gambled, he could. So, what do you think? What do you think the Cleveland Guardians need? They're going to need a closer, right? Would you do this? And tell me this: would this get it done? Would this get it done? Would trading Ramos and Doval to Cleveland net you a Stephen Kwan?
No, we're not on that again.
You don't think so? You don't think Doval, whose stock has just gone up because he is a closer, and you trade Ramos, who's still high, he's got a decent bat, his defense is susceptible. Would you trade those two guys to get Stephen Kwan?
What has Stephen Kwan done, Eric?
What hasn't he done? The only thing he doesn't have is he just doesn't have the power. That's it. I mean, he has pop, but the guy is a professional, and I hate using that word. He's a professional hitter. He's a career 280, career 280 hitter.
What's he batting this year? I thought he was batting
287 or something.
What? Oh, I thought he was batting 227.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Are you looking at Philip Kwan, or are you looking at Stephen Kwan?
Maybe I got the wrong Kwan.
The dude is awesome. And guess what? The guy is exactly the type of player that Buster Posey wants. Okay. He's a defensive guy, and he'll get you those timely hits.
He's batting 285, Eric.
Yes.
He got 37 RBIs.
He's not an RBI guy. He's a top of the lineup guy.
Yeah, he's got 9 home runs. He's not a home run guy. He's got no stolen bases, no home runs, no RBIs. It's
all about the home run. Baseball is not about the home run. The Giants need a guy who gets on base. You need a contact type hitter. That's what the Giants are missing.
I don't want Kwan.
I would trade in a heartbeat Ramos and Doval. It would be an overpay, and that's fine. I'm fine with the overpay, because guess who could slot into the closer position? Rodriguez. Rodriguez could come in as a closer.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%, dude. Kwan for Doval and no, it ain't going to get it done. Ramos and Doval, send them to Cleveland and get back Stephen Kwan. And again, is it to win this year? Is it to win this year? No, it's not to win this year. I mean, sure, if you want to still be in the fight, that's fine. But it's going to set you up for 2026 and 2027. Dude, I would do that, man. I would 100%. And guess what? You don't have to give up a Whisenhunt. You don't have to give up an Eldridge. You can give up Ramos. Okay, answer me this. Who would you rather have in left field? Stephen Kwan or Elliot Ramos? San Jose Sharks, you're wrong. No. Remember, he pitched 2 innings. He's not a 2-inning guy. He's a 1-inning guy. That's the problem. It wasn't the back-to-back. So, yeah, who would you take? Would you punt on Ramos to have Stephen Kwan as your left fielder?
I wouldn't. I think there's too much upside with Ramos at this point in his career.
No. Dude, no. Look, I can name 4 different instances where he looked absolutely horrendous within the last week and a half.
Oh, totally agree.
Right?
But I'm not giving up on him just because. Dude, if that was the case, we'd be down to 3 players between the pitchers and the players.
No,
we'd have no roster.
Because Stephen Kwan is the type of hitter that the Giants are missing. Right? And then think about this. If you got Stephen Kwan and Jung-Hoo Lee could turn into a contact. By the way, how about Jung-Hoo Lee going to the opposite field? That was a thing of beauty in the ninth inning.
What are you talking about? You're talking about Jung-Hoo Lee could become, well, maybe Ramos becomes a 35 home run a year guy. Eric.
I would get, no, but Stephen Kwan is proven. 3 gold gloves, man. 2 all-star selections.
I don't want a guy who doesn't score any runs, no RBIs, and no home run. Well, he can hit, but
he can hit. He sets the table. That's the whole point. He sets the table.
I guess.
The Giants are missing that.
You better, I guess you put him in leadoff because he ain't setting the table
100%.
for Yaz, Bailey, Flores.
No. You got to be able to set the table, period. Kresha says $2. I give Doval and Yaz and a prospect. It's not going to get it done to get. It's not going to get that done to get to Kwan.
No,
if that will not get you Kwan. It's got to be, if you combine those two, 100%. Is it an overpay? Sure, but you get Stephen Kwan.
Well,
Fuji donates $5. Keep Ramos. I tried trading just Doval for Kwan. That ain't going to get it done. It's not enough. It's not going to be enough. If Ramos is included, then I went to Bazana, plays second base from Cleveland.
See again.
Okay, maybe you can get some. Maybe you can get an extra guy out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think this is another case, Eric, of don't overvalue your own players.
Well, there you go. So I would rather trade. Look, come on. Let's have a serious talk.
Why does everybody think Doval is just going to?
Thank you. I'm willing to give up
for Doval,
and that's the problem because I think other teams may see that in Doval. That's why you got to throw in Ramos, and you're not giving up any prospects.
Yeah,
Doval and Luciano for Kwan, it ain't gonna get it done.
Luciano,
it ain't gonna get it done.
He's not a household name anymore, Eric. Nobody around baseball, they don't know who he is anymore.
It's not gonna get it done. It just isn't. Low grade hero donates $2. Says Dodger fan here. It's my birthday, but I love you guys. Hey, right on, man. Right on.
Well, he must be having a happy birthday. Tuned into Giants
grade hero.
Giant shit show live.
Way to go.
I
was just sitting here thinking about that.
Check the name of the show tonight too, Eric. I thought you might have pulled a fast one on me.
No. It's gonna get there.
Well, 1 game over 500. I thought we were there already, but
man,
not quite yet.
Dude, I would to get Stephen Kwan again. It's not just for 2025. That's going to be for 2026 and 2027. And who knows? Maybe you can sign an extension for the guy. Eldridge for Kwan? I don't know. Do you really want to do that? You really want to do that? You really want to give it? I don't think you have. Is Ramos
Eldridge, people?
Thank you, HC. Ramos, his value as a DH. His value is as a DH. I don't like him in left field. I just don't. I don't think you should give up on Eldridge yet. Not yet. The guy's only 20 years old, man. He's only 20.
How old is Ramos?
25 or 26.
Don't give up on Ramos.
To get Kwan, who's about the same age, I think Kwan's 27.
Yeah, no way.
In a heartbeat.
No way. Yeah, my heart will stop, dude. If they made a move like that, dude, you know.
I'm having chest pain.
Had to do it.
Can Eldridge play the outfield? I don't know where right now. I don't know where Eldridge is going to play. That is the $64,000 question. So let's see what happens.
Dude, we got a lot of housework to do. A lot of housekeeping to do before we figure out where he's playing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. And Ibrahim, he goes, Eldridge is untouchable unless it's for an absolute superstar that isn't even on the market. Yeah.
Talk to me, Eric. Do you think this team, I've had this thought recently. When I look back over the last, you know what? 2021, as good a year as it was, again, a year that set up such false expectations. This is a team that refuses, in my opinion. Do they not? They refuse to rebuild. This is a team that, we're not rebuilding. We're just adding some pieces. They keep adding pieces, Eric, but it's never enough. It's never good enough.
Okay.
I I would rather remember last year. Remember last year after the season wrapped up, I go, Eric, burn it down. Turn it down. Rebuild. No, they'll get a shortstop and we're back. Dude, rebuild this freaking thing.
And I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Let young players develop like Tampa's doing. The young teams, let them come up. Let them build a system. Stop adding guys to 8-year contracts who are gonna be like, they're gonna be. You think Wilmer's slow? Chapman will be going around with a cane. Adamas will have a walk. Devers will have a walker with tennis balls on it, Eric.
I hate to say it, but that's the price of business today. Every contract. You think Shohei Ohtani in the next 6 years is not going to be doing the same thing? Juan Soto, Bryce Harper, right? You name them. Bryce Harper, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Juan Soto, all these guys with the big contracts.
But that's blasphemous. That's blasphemous. Look. Ohtani in one hand,
they're going to age
on the other.
They all do. That's the price of business.
I know what you're saying, but now Ohtani is.
Let's talk about this. We are just fans of the club, right? That's all we are. Every single one of us, all we are fans. Well, some of us are fans of the Giants.
A fanatic.
Some people are fans of other clubs. But here, let's talk about this. Look at what Buster Posey has done. Just take it. Let's just examine that for a little bit. Buster Posey, and I've done this before. Buster Posey went out there, right? Last year, he had a big part to do with the extension of Chapman. He went out there and he signed Willie Adames. He went out there and he traded for Rafael Devers, okay? Dedication whatsoever that this guy has any intention of selling by just watching what he has done over the last, since October, right? Because I think that's when he got the job, is in October, right? Since October, has he shown any inkling whatsoever that he just wants to burn it down and start over? No, he is trying to build a team in his own image. Now, that being said, it's very difficult to do in 1 year. It just is.
All right, Eric. On that note, it's time for a quick break. I'm going to talk to you in the private for a second. Let's thank our sponsors.
Giant Sports Talk Live, brought to you by Lefties in Burlingame. Visit Lefties for all of your Giants collecting needs. By GenesisGoldIRA.com, Signatures for Soldiers. Duxwell Printing, for all of your printing needs in the Bay Area. Visit Duxwell Printing at 37 Wentworth Place in San Francisco. And by BetterCreditCards.com, for the best credit card choice for you. Visit BetterCreditCards.com, covering the San Francisco Giants nightly. Online, we are Giant Sports Talk Live. Now, back to Eric and Glenn.
Can't forget those sponsors.
There you go. Absolutely.
Hopefully you cleaned it up over there, Eric.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Clean it up, mister.
Hey, but hopefully, did I come through in what I said? Did everything come through, or was it all?
If the guys over in the
all I'm trying to say is Buster Posey has shown no inkling ever since he's got the job that he wants to burn this down he's trying to build the club in his image, right? And it's going to take more than 1 year. I don't see him going out. I just don't see Buster Posey going out there and trading Ray or trading Jung-Hoo Lee. I don't see that. Now, could he move off of Elliot Ramos? Sure, he could. He could. There's a way forward if you get a better left fielder. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. Right? And look, we're only 3 days away.
Week, Eric. Come Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, you and I'll be talking, and boy, I don't know what kind of will the real San Francisco Giants stand up Thursday night?
Yeah, and look,
Paco.
Well, let's talk about this too. And look, and I'm gonna tell you guys, don't fear. Listen to me. I remember this in offseason. Don't fear, because a deal still may come down. Because look who hasn't made a deal. Dodgers haven't made a deal. San Diego hasn't made a deal. Philadelphia hasn't made a deal. The Mets have only added a lefty bullpen arm.
The Yankees
have made moves, right? So they've made some moves. So you got some teams out there. Milwaukee Brewers have yet to make a move.
Though, look at the Yankees trades, Eric. Isn't it funny? I said on the hot corner last night, and dude, I'll stand by this. You go to bed one night, and there's your Yankee lineup. You wake up the next day, and they're right back in the thick of things. They go out and get it done, dude. They get it done.
Yeah.
And they really answered your question. You remember asking me 3 nights ago? You said, Glenn, would you get the deals done early or wait to the deadline? I said, get them done. Identify who you want, get the deal done. And the Yankees certainly have done that.
And look, and here's the deal. It's all the rentals. And that's the thing I don't think that Buster Posey should do. That's, again, this is just my opinion. Rentals are going to do nothing. He needs controllable players.
Rentals are for the top, 5% of the league, though. Rentals are for the team.
I know.
Illegitimate, have no reason not to be in a World Series this year.
No, I get it, and I understand it. But I think Buster Posey may take a different direction because, again, he's building his team. Let's think about this, right? And by the way, Ball Boy, yes, we are doing deadline coverage. We will be going, for 3 hours, I think, right around there, from 12 to 3, somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. You'll just stay tuned. But let's talk about this. One thing that Buster Posey is doing a really good job at, he's keeping everything hush-hush. Do you ever hear leaks coming out about what the San Francisco Giants are going to try to do? Right? When the extension to Matt Chapman, no one saw that coming, right? Now we could all just look. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing whether or not it was a good move. That's besides the point. I'm talking about the how Buster Posey goes about in the business. So you got Matt Chapman got extended. No one saw that coming. Giants signed Willie Adames. Nobody saw that coming. He went out there and signed Verlander. Nobody saw that coming. He went out there and traded for Devers. Nobody saw. He keeps everything it's a pretty tight ship going on with the San Francisco Giants, which is a good thing because.
Well, let me ask you, Eric. I see your hype. I see that Eric's Mr. Positive. I'm Mr. Negative. So I see you talking about all these great deals. The art of the deal, which I don't even like.
Oh, stop with that crap.
Well, listen, Eric. I had to. Listen, if he's such a good deal maker, where are the good deals?
Waiting.
Devers. That's not a deal. That wasn't a deal. He took on the money and just got the player. That wasn't. No. But that is a deal because guess what? I don't call that. I don't even call it a trade. We didn't give up anybody to get. We took the salary. It's not a deal. It's not a trade.
No, but that's huge. You know why? Because Buster Posey used the strength of the club. And what is the strength of the club? They got a shit ton of this. You basically gave up almost nothing.
Right.
That's player-wise. All you did is take on money, which
they didn't trade anything.
Which they're printing in the basement, right? So that's the right move. And guess what? You got a top 10 hitter in baseball for literally bargain basement price. Right. What would you rather have done? Get Rafael Devers for $280 million or go try to sign Kyle Tucker for $500 million. You see what I'm saying? And they're both about the damn same age, except you're going to pay one double than what you're going to pay the other guy. So I think it's.
Who would you rather have? Tucker. There's a good question. Who would you rather have?
Oh, shit. That's a good question.
I'd rather have Tucker.
That's fine. But I'm not poo-pooing on. Hey, speaking of which.
Hey, who ordered the poo-poo platter?
I am not. You're poo-poo, and I know you're poo-pooing.
I am not poo-pooing because Rafael Devers is a guy. He is, period. There's no one is going to get me off that mountain, man. The guy has a back of a baseball card. He's good. All right. And he's going to help the club. So I'm looking forward to more of Rafi Devers. Now, I don't call it
so much of a deal. They took on the money, Eric, and I just see that as the only blessing in that is the fact they can't lure players here. So you bought a player. You bought a player and brought him in. You didn't really trade for him. Like
Come on.
You didn't give up.
That's what free agents is all about, is buying players.
We never got free agents. This is the only way. This was our free agency, Eric. We bought a player because he wasn't going to. You couldn't get guys to come here anyway.
Is that a bad thing, though?
Not a bad thing.
See, it's not a bad thing, right?
Okay. So, what else? Verlander, come on.
Oh, Verlander, yeah. That come on, yeah. I get it. No, but I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing the player. I'm just talking about Buster Posey keeps things under wraps. So we don't know what's going to happen. We just don't know. Maybe nothing happens. Maybe something happens.
Any 40-year-old pitchers out there we can bring in at the trade deadline?
Charlie Morton. Don't be surprised if you see Charlie Morton.
We won't even have to wait, dude. I'm waving the white flag Thursday if they get a guy.
Okay.
Like that.
I'm gonna have to go on another rant.
You want Charlie Morton?
Not really. But
there you go.
I mean, not really.
What's he gonna do, Eric? Take the young players under his wing?
Yeah,
get that Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton must be
Not
from
really.
Is he from Northern California, Eric? He must be around the Bay Area. We got to go get Charlie Morton. He's a bum, Eric. Look at his number. He's a bum. We don't need talk about lateral moves. We don't need that guy, dude. I'd rather just get youth, trade and get young players. Go get the prospects at that point.
Okay, and
or are you still in it to win it? That's the question. Are you still in it to win it? Because I'm not.
Well, I tell you what, I don't think you should give. Look, I'm going to say, as a San Francisco Giants fan, I want my team to win. Period.
I'm getting Eric a shirt says I'm always in it to win it. Eric Rothberg on the back. The nameplate's going to say Eric Rothberg. There you go. Jeez, I thought he was mad at me. He's frozen. He's gone.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Hello, Eric.
What the hell did you do?
Pissed him off because he's like,
what'd you do?
You even got the.
Here we go. This is where I'm at. I am a San Francisco Giants fan, and I always want my team to win. Period. I want them to win. Mm-hmm. Now, does that mean that I can't criticize them? No, it doesn't. But every time they take the field, I want the damn Giants to win. All right? And here we go.
I didn't know if you wanted Charlie Morton or Charlie Huff, though.
Here we go. Yeah, there you go. Charlie Huff might actually be too well. For the longest time, I could not stand the way the Giants are going about their business under Farhan Zaidi. Could not stand it. For those of you guys who watched me in the past, I could not stand the way Farhan operated. It was horrendous. It was bad baseball. It was bad for the club. It was uninspirational. It was horrible baseball. Now we have a guy in Buster Posey who understands the importance of being a San Francisco Giant. And not only that, he understands what it takes to win the big game, so to speak. He was only a player, but 4 years ago? Something like that, right? About 4 years ago, he was playing the game. So he has insight that maybe other GMs may not have, right? And he has a love for the game. And I'm not going to fault him for that. I think the Giants are in good hands. He's only had this position since October. That's it. Period. So the slander against Buster Posey needs to stop for the simple fact he hasn't had enough time. This is Major League Baseball. You cannot fix a club in a matter of 1 year. You just cannot. He's had one offseason. He's had one draft, and we're in the beginning of his first trade deadline. So let's give the guy some freaking time to put the team together. It's going to take time. It just is. Period. And I just want my team. Hey, Glenn, are you muted? You're muted. I see the line going. There you are. Every time the team takes the field, I want to win.
But I want to win with younger players. Or build me a team, not buy me.
Well, it's going to take time.
Build me a team, not buy me a team.
It's going to take time. But
that's fair enough. Fair enough. Right. But don't be going out there saying, "Oh, he signed this guy for 8 years." You're trying to build a team.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Buying a team.
But at the same time, and I've said this a million times, there's three ways to build your team. Through the draft and developing, right? Through trades and through free agents, right? That's how you build a team. If you just use one way predominantly, well, you're not going to have much success. You're just not. Period. You're not going to have the success. For example, if all you do is just pay, it's going to bite you in the ass eventually. you got to be able to develop. You got to be able to get some trades done, and you got to be able to hit the free agent market.
That's why I like the young teams, Eric. I like getting some. This was supposed to be the plan, was it not? Get a guy like Chapman, maybe Adames. I would have liked a different shortstop, but so be it. But you build around them. You're just buying. You're not built. You're buying around them instead of building. Look at the Toronto Blue Jays, and I brought this up in the hot corner. I wish you had been there last night. I said, look, for our Chapman, Devers, and Adames, the Blue Jays have got Springer, Bichette, and Guerrero. And look at the young, hard-hitting contact team they've got around them. And most people in baseball can't name the roster on the Toronto Blue Jays. But you know what? They are good. We are not good.
And it could also be maybe their approach that they have as well. There could be something to that as well. They're a damn good team.
Approach?
God,
as Dan says,
that's a perfect example.
We don't have a lane yet.
That, you know what? That is the thing. Because are the Giants, would you call them a home run hitting team? No. Would you call them well, you know what? I guess you could call them this. They're station to station. That's where they are. As right now, with their hitting, it's station to station, and that's not going to get it done. You got to be able to get those extra base hits when they count. But again,
they missed the train when they
see. The thing is, but the Giants do have young pitchers. Look, they got Bailey, who is young. Ramos, who's young. Jung-Hoo Lee, who's young. Right? I mean, they got young players. Birdsong, Roop, those guys are your young pitchers. I mean,
well, why does this team not? Why can the team not identify when it's time to cut bait, man?
I think that. Look, if Yaz and Flores are not going to be on the team next year.
Get me a catcher. Go get me a real catcher. You're not going to win with Bailey.
I hear you.
Again, I was willing, as much as I didn't like it. I at least was able to listen to the chat. I was able to listen to guys who said he can frame his defense, and he's capable of a great defensive performance there any given day. But from night in to night out, dude, he's not that good.
There's issues there.
What is his value? You're the guy. You and Dan are into this trade tracker. Does Bailey have?
I don't even know. I don't. Honestly, I don't even look at that. I just look what he's doing. Just look at his at bats and his catching.
The naked eye. Yeah. Yes.
Now, will Buster Posey? We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know what Buster Posey values or devalues. So we're just gonna have to wait. We got to put our trust, so to speak, in Buster Posey. I mean, does anyone honestly think that Buster Posey isn't in it to win it? Because he is. He's a competitor, man. He wants to win. Now, does that mean that just because he wants to win, that it's miraculously going to happen in 2025? No, but I don't think he's given up. I think he wants to, again, create a team in what he envisions to go to distance. And look, he's got a hell of a template. Look, he played on some pretty damn good baseball teams, and they were able to go to distance 3 times. So I think he's got an understanding. The guy's not a dumb guy. He's a smart guy. You just got to give him some time. One of those
things that was in part that made up that template, Eric, the template got broken. World Series teams that featured great defense and hitting, or great pitching and defense. And the pitching and defense is dude, it's killing.
That's okay. That's why I want to trade Ramos for Stephen Kwan. Do you see what I'm saying? Because he gives you that defense that you need in the outfield. And by the way, did you see that pop up in center field? Jung-Hoo Lee needs to take charge. That's the second time that he's done that. He's got to come in. I got it. I'm the center fielder. I got it.
Pirates did the same thing tonight too, though.
Yeah, they did.
An epidemic.
Got to wave off Wisely. You got to wave off Ramos. I got it. And he would have been able to have it, but he didn't take charge. And that's
the Giants have somebody in the dressing room, Eric. If that was hockey, or if it was intramural baseball or softball, dude, I know Bones with being the guy who pulls you aside. You're on my team. And that kind of stuff happens.
Mental mistakes.
I'd be losing my crap, Eric.
Yeah.
Who is the man leading the charge in their dressing room? Who's the voice of reason? Who says, as I said earlier, clean this up, mister.
Honestly, I think, it might be. It could be Chapman. Did you see what Chapman did today? walked out there to Whisenhunt, went and talked to him and said, hey, dude, figured this shit out. I don't know if that's what he said, but he's the one that went to the mound. He's the one taking charge. And that's what veterans do, right? You go out there and you try to settle the waters, so to speak. But I think it's Chapman is probably a guy that will come up to someone and say, hey, you need to freaking get this shit done. So,
tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday, seriously, Eric, tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, you and I are doing a lot of this. Mm-hmm. It's going to come to fruition. So we're going to find out what is
soon enough, right?
We're just kind of time filling.
And it's exciting, right? If you think about it, it is exciting. Even though the Giants aren't playing the best baseball, it's kind of pitiful to watch right now. But it's exciting when it's the trade deadline because you wonder, what is Buster Posey going to do? Look, Buster Posey's decisions or moves that he does here in a trade deadline is going to tell you a lot on what he thinks of the team that is currently out there on the field.
Okay, before we wrap it up, here's some short, I don't know, they don't have to be short snappers. You get into it. I'm going to throw some lines at you. You respond. Thursday, they don't add any pitching.
Disappointed. Very disappointed. Right.
Thursday comes and goes, and those contracts you want out of here. Flores, Yaz, Matos, Luciano, if you want. If none of them are moved. He was so disappointed he quit on me again.
You got to be able to move some of them guys.
Oh,
maybe not all of them, but you got to move.
Back. I said he's so disappointed he quit on me. All right, I caught a bit of that.
I said what? You may not be able to get rid of all of them. I shouldn't say get rid, but you might not be able to move all of them, but you got to be able to move some of them.
I know it's your internet because you know what happens after you freeze? It takes you about 60 seconds for your mouth to catch up with your words.
Dude, it's pissing me the hell off, man. I'm about to freaking throw this thing out the window.
Oh, gosh. Eric had come on Giant Sports Talk Live 3 weeks ago and said, and I can go find the receipts, but Eric, you said, this team reaches 500 baseball. The manager's got to go.
Yes, I said that. But guess what they wind up doing after I made that announcement? They extended him. So go figure. Go figure. Now,
is that a knee-jerk reaction? Why would he ever do that? And they were in the midst of another big slump there. Why would they do? What is Buster's motive there? Why do you, Eric? Hey, if you're one of my worst employees, do I go pat you in the back? Go, Eric, it'll be all right. You'll make me money one day. You'll win it for me one day, dude. Why would that's one of the moves that I have to question, Eric. Why you reward someone for failure?
Good question. I wouldn't. That's me. I wouldn't. So what was the decision-making process in that? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't. He's made some questionable moves. There's no doubt about it. And look, I have no answer other than Buster Posey sees something. I don't know what he sees, but
there's one more avenue we could look at, Eric. I talked to you about guys who could go, should go. What happens if they do move guys like
I'm okay with that.
But they get nothing really in return. I'm
okay with that. You know what?
Cleaning house.
You know what I think should happen? This is me. If once the deadline is passed, depending on who they say, they don't get an outfielder. Say they don't get an outfielder in the trade deadline. Yaz is on the bench and Matos is playing the rest of the 2 months. Matos is playing the rest of the 2 months of the season. If they don't get an outfielder, period, done. Right? That has to happen first. I mean, you still can have Flores coming off the bench and the sort because you still got to field a team to finish out the season. But I think the big move that needs to happen, if they don't get an outfielder, is Yaz needs to ride the bench and Matos has to get the full run for the last 2 months.
There are just too many holes to even consider this a postseason run. Yeah, and I know you use the term. You gotta let Devers feel it out, and dude, it's not Little League. I think if you're a Major League Baseball team, you don't let them. We're gonna put you at first base, and you can learn there. You just learn under fire.
Hey, he played pretty good though. He did pretty good at first base today. Did pretty good. No
So
one's
you're okay with that. You're okay with that. And I'm not, what I'm saying, I don't necessarily agree with myself, but you're okay with that. But you're like, yeah, but Ramos is making too many errors in left field.
Yeah, I know, but you're just going to have to. Look, you have to see what the guy got. What I'm saying is at the deadline, if you don't get an outfielder, then just see what you have. Because you're not doing anything.
And one final one then. And we touched on it the other night. I don't understand it. I just can't understand it. We saw it again tonight, Eric. Why do you not have what is it? What is it about flipping the script? Why is Flores the DH and Devers at first base instead of Flores at first base and Devers at DH?
Because eventually I think it's going to be Devers at first base anyways. Then
if that's the case, I think the Giants have succumbed to the fact that this is not they've given up already. If you're playing a guy who's never played first base going, look, well, I hope you get it done tonight. Not too many errors.
Hey, is it really is whether Flores or Devers at first base, does that make it a championship team or not? It doesn't. It really doesn't. We're talking about nothing. That's nothing.
Flores
it's nothing.
Got 12
no range. He's got
under his belt. He can play first base, Eric.
He's got no range whatsoever, though.
So if you could have tonight, big game, win and you're in. You got to play Devers.
You know who? You got to play defense. You know who you put at first base? Dom Smith. He's the best
at first base. Wilmer,
Dom Smith,
see, they're in again is the problem.
Well, I know.
Dominic Smith in a win and you're in game
because you need the defense. I know, dude. I know. It sucks.
That's how bad it is, Eric.
Yeah, it sucks.
How bad it is.
Yeah,
we got to, Eric, it's a one game. We got to win. I'd have Robbie Dizzle screaming at me with about 26 texts today. Can you believe I was playing first base? Dominic Smith. He's a filler. I saw him at the ballpark yesterday, though.
He plays a good first base.
Robbie was there.
Plays a good first base. All right, man, let's get to hell.
I don't know, Eric. It's just, dude, it's getting to the, I'm like the volcano. You've seen me get upset. I'm getting to that point. I'm like the volcano ready to erupt. Dude, this is ugly baseball. It's ugly. You said it's exciting. I don't see the excitement. And
the ninth inning. The ninth inning was exciting, and that was about it.
Yeah, but how many ninth innings have we seen like that when Bailey comes up and
I hear you. Man.
And we got to face a lefty tomorrow. Imagine that, Eric.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun.
Hey, we're facing a lefty tomorrow, guys. Go get him, Dom Smith. Actually, it won't be Dom. It'll be Flores.
No, Flores will be at first base.
Yep.
Matos will be in right field.
Yep.
And Devers will DH.
And wouldn't you see Lee will be back 6th or 7th?
Lee will be he'll be out there. I don't know where the hell he'll be. Somewhere.
I'll put him in like 6th.
He'll be somewhere out there.
I find that's a problem too. I've said it all season long, guys, right from training camp. If the team, I like the way, and I know it was a short sample, but the sample was good. We took it to the lab, Eric, after 10 games. The sample was good. And they had to start with the platooning and the change. Well, today you're going to bat 7th. Why did they change the structure of a winning environment early? And Eric, we're back to what I call old Giants baseball. I never know who's batting where. Robbie,
I don't understand.
Our pal is the first guy. I'm sure he messages you as well. He sets me up with the lineup at about 2 p.m. He goes, "Can you believe this shit?" And I'm like, "Rob, this is Giants baseball, dude." He goes, "Oh, I hate when they flip it around. I know." He goes, "Why are they moving him around?" And,
I know.
I'm frustrated, Eric. I'm frustrated.
Yeah, everybody is. All Giants fans are frustrated, right? And they just need to get a lineup and just set it. And I don't know why they keep tinkering with that when Lee was doing fine at the leadoff and then they had to switch it again. I don't know. What?
Well, Eric, I'm heading to the airport in 3.5 hours. I'll try to catch up with you tomorrow night, but if not, I will see you during the week.
All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. We'll be back here tomorrow night after game 2.
Don't lose your mind and get your freaking internet fixed, okay?
Ain't that the damn truth? I have to go running down the street again.
Xfinity!
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.